Welcome to new chapter of SystemVerilog course, and in this chapter we are discussing about SystemVerilog processes, and this is very important chapter for your interview purpose, so focus on this one. So first we will understand this process. Okay, so the process or thread is common concept of operating system. So now we are understanding process means a thread, and it also means some work is given to a operating system which it will complete. Okay, so in an operating system OS, a process in a program piece of code that is under execution. So some piece of code or some work is given to a system which will execute. Okay, similarly in SystemVerilog, process or thread is also a piece of code that execute independently. So whatever code you have written inside any block, it will run independently. And how it will run? Either it may run in sequential manner or it may run in parallel manner. So the process or thread enclosed in begin and is not used. Each statement acts as separate process. Okay, so what does this mean? That in beginning, if you have written three processes A, B and C, and each run at different time 5, 6 and 3. So first of all, this is independent process all three, but in beginning, as it runs sequential manner, so first A will complete its process at 5 nanosecond, let's say. So B will wait for A to complete its process. Okay, then after 5 means 11 nanoseconds, B process will end. Okay, so time is added. Okay, after 5 it started, then it ends. Then after B, C will execute. So at 40 nanosecond, all this process will be completed. But what if we are talking about some operating system? If we are getting operating system in our SystemVerilog, so all this process should be run parallel. So for this parallel processing, SystemVerilog introduced fork join, so that all process can run parallelly or independently. Now, so SystemVerilog process has three different ways. Okay, first is our fork join any, and fork join none. So first we will see our main fork join. So in fork join, all process start simultaneously, and join will wait for all process to be completed. Now let's take one example for this one. For example, module top, and inside that we write initial begin. Okay, now I am writing begin end. Okay, and inside that we will write some process. You can directly write fork join as well. Okay, but fork and join, and inside this I have written at 5 nanosecond, this dollar display will print A. This is one process, and at 3 nanosecond, let's say, dollar display, this B will be there, and at last at 2 nanosecond dollar display, C will be there. Okay, now we have three processes. Okay, 1, 2, 3. If it was begin end, okay, we have seen the example. First this will happen, this will, then this will. Okay, but in fork join, A will run at 5 nanosecond, B will run at 3 nanosecond, and C will run at 2 nanosecond parallelly. So at the output, let's say this is output. Okay, at output, first C will come, then B will print, and then A will print, because all the processes run parallelly. In fork join, all the processes run parallelly. So what is happening? For example, this is one process, this is one process, and this is one process. Okay, so all this process runs simultaneously or parallelly at the same time, parallel running. Okay, so A is running parallelly, B is running parallelly, C is all running parallelly, running. After some time, what happens? It's completed process, then C will print. It completed its process, then B will print, and it completed at last, then A will print. So in fork join will execute till all processes are completed. So it will wait to take out from this loop. So this is one loop. Okay, so this is one block or inside our fork join. Okay, so for example, if we have written $display D, okay, at let's say 2 nanosecond. Okay, so all process C, B and A is completed. After that, after 2 nanosecond, after that means what? The maximum time is 5 plus 2 7. So after 7 nanosecond this D will print. To get out of this fork join, what we need is to complete all the process in fork join.
Hit subscribe, like, and comment now. Let's begin the journey of verification.
So in fork join any, all process start simultaneously and join any will wait for any one process to be complete. So let us understand with this an example. Module top, okay, and initial, begin, end. I am taking this begin end because I want to tell you about how the loop will end. Okay, how the fork join will complete it. You can calculate with initial, begin as well. So let's say $display B process. Okay, let's say without delay. Okay, there is no delay for this $display which is outside. Okay, now we have 3 process at 5, at 2 and at 3. $display A, $display B and $display C. Okay, now in join any means any one of the process of A, B, C which will be completed, we will get out of this fork join. Okay, so what is the smallest delay is our #2. Okay, let's say this is our output window. First B will execute, and because one of the process is completed at #2. Okay, then it will come out of the loop and D will print immediately. Then at 3 C will print and at 5 A will print. So if there is fork join any one process should be completed first, but in case of fork join all the process should be completed, then only display will print. Okay, so this is fork join any. Now this is last, fork join none. So in fork join none all processes are simultaneously and join none will not wait for any process to be completed. So we can say that fork join any is blocked due to process execution time, whereas fork join none is not blocked due to any process time. What does this mean? We will understand with this with an example. Module and module. So initial, begin, end, and here we are writing fork join none, and here as always we are writing our $display at outside with our D. And as the process are same at #5, let's say we are writing $display with our process A, then at 2 writing $display with our process B, and at 3 we are writing order display with our process C. Now let's assume one output window here. So here is our output. Okay, so as we have written join none, so it don't care which process is inside our fork join. So when begin end will there, okay, first it will execute hook join, but in fork join it is none, so it will not care if process is running or not. It will directly display display D. So at D will print first at as 0 simulation time, then second process will complete at B, and then third process, which is C, will be completed, and then fourth process A will be completed. So B will complete it at hash 2, and hash 3 will C, and hash 5 will A. So it will not care if what is inside the loop or not. It will directly execute all the process. So let us see this example with a code. Okay, so it is a code for demo. So I have written same initial begin, and in fork join we are writing process inside that with some delay of dollar display. Okay, same task A, task B, task C. Okay, so this is fork join. So after at least 30 it will come out, and then this dollar display fork join will be executed. Okay, so let us see this. Okay, so A, B, C will at least 30 after it will completed, and then fork join will completed. Okay, 30. But in case of our fork join any one process will be completed like this 10, and then we will display this thing. Okay, but we are writing this inside our initial begin. So after 40 means after 30 it will be executed, then at 10 I think it will complete that. At 40 this will come, and at same time this fork join any will also come. Okay, so let's see. So this 40, the task D will be completed, and immediately after at 40 fork join any will completed, then rest of the two processes will be completed inside fork join any. Okay, so fork join and this fork join any. So E and D is completed after E and F are completed after D, and in this we don't care at what time it will be completed, but this will come first, then GHI will come. Okay,
Please Lord give me a sign,